Wow, what a time to be alive if you are a crypto investor. I'm sure you guys can all relate because if you're looking at the market yet again, we're seeing insane amount of green going into Saturday morning. And times like this, guys, and I'm speaking for myself, I'm not sure if you guys are on the same page, you can't sleep. You just always are so interested to know what the next move is. You just cannot sleep. You're just always looking at the charts. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are like that as well. Obviously, I've been in the space for years and years now, and I still tend to be super excited about the markets, and I'm always refreshing the price of Bitcoin. You're refreshing some of these altcoins that we cover, and that just tells you the exciting side of crypto. Of course, we know the boring side as well, and I'm sure a lot of people hate that. But remember that is part of the game. And the ones that really understand that now understand that nothing just goes up straight forever. If that was the case, everyone would be driving Lamborghinis. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people that got left behind. And what I mean by that being left behind is if you're looking at the last 1 week, that says everything you need to know in terms of this growth that we have seen for the broader market. People that weren't accumulating around that range, that were just pretty much just spreading FUD or spreading hate, are the ones that got left behind because, like I said, not everyone's going to win. And when it comes to profit taking, that's also the case. Not everyone's going to win. You could be sitting at in life-changing gains, but that does not mean you made it. What means you made it is when you actually have that profit, whether it's in stablecoin or Bitcoin or whatever the case may be. When you literally cash out, when you hit that sell button, that's when you have those profits. And it's extremely important to lock those profits when you see moves like these. But let's take a look at what's happening with our good old friend Pepe and what we could be expecting going into, of course, this weekend. Looking across the board, obviously, like I said, tremendous amount of green. There's no secret about that. You are looking at the price of Pepe sitting at 21.84, still 4 zeros in front of the price, up 1.7% in USD comparative, but we're actually down about 2.4% in Bitcoin and about 1% in Ethereum comparative. So we're seeing a little bit of a retracement within the price of Pepe right now, which again is not a bad thing. We cannot be forgetting what Pepe has been able to achieve over the course of the last few days. Looking at the market cap sitting above nice and pretty, $9.1 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is also more than its market cap, sitting at almost $9.2 billion. Tells you everything you need to know. But before we get into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So if you're looking at the holder count, guys, holder count is increasing very, very fast, at a very fast rate. And again, are we surprised? You're seeing the likes of Robinhood, the likes of Coinbase coming and listing. Coinbase gives an opportunity for people that are not crypto savvy, to have exposure in Pepe if they, wish to do so. And again, these massive fiat gateways, this is why, the excitement on, Binance, the likes of Coinbase and the likes of, Robinhood listings have such a huge impact on the price because, again, it brings in massive amounts of liquidity. It's really easy to purchase on these exchanges for newcomers coming to the space that don't really understand the crypto markets and still want exposure to these alts. And it's pretty much like a one-stop shop. And this is why there's so much excitement towards what has happened over the course of the last few days. And I think this is going to have a very positive impact on the price of Pepe. And it's already showed the magnitude of that listing itself, how big of a deal this really is. But I think as you go a little bit further, you will really start to realize how big of a deal this really is to be listed on exchanges like that. But we'll come back to the price. Let's take a look at what's happening with the broader meme coin market. The broader meme coin market is actually up 6.3%, currently sitting at 124 billion in terms of market valuation. Looking across the board, you are starting to see market picking up traction over the course of the last 24 hours. But if you're looking at the big boys right now, the big boys, especially the top five, Bonk has had a nice day. The top four are kind of only up about like 2%, except Shiba Inu up 5.1%. I forgot about that. But yeah, even though Shiba Inu is up about 5.1%, I still do believe Pepe is coming for its spot. A lot of people used to laugh at me, guys. When I say laugh at me, you can kind of go back a little bit in time. Even at the beginning of the year, I was predicting that, and Shiba Inu's market valuation was much higher than Pepe's. And Pepe has brought so much excitement towards the meme coin industry. It's a brand new narrative, and that's what I try try to tell you guys. And now the likes of listing from Robinhood and Coinbase pretty much gives me more confirmation than ever that, honestly, we are heading very close for that flipping happening. Just look, you don't even need to look at anything else. Don't look at anything else. Just look at the difference between the trading volume between the two. $9.2 billion for Pepe, and for Shiba Inu about $2.2 billion. Tells you everything you need to know in terms of interest. Which meme coin has more interest right now? And let me know your thoughts down below if you agree with my overall take. But I think in the near future, we're actually going to see that flipping happening. Maybe even before this year. Again, my own personal opinion. At the end of the day, only time is going to tell. But let's take a look at the price. But before we do that, let's take a look at what's happening with the dominance. Dominance did go down. Bitcoin in return went up. We know what happens when this specific scenario plays out. Altcoins tend to move up. That's exactly what we're looking at right now. If you're looking at Pepe right now, I don't know where my retracements and resistances went. I need to kind of fix the charts up, and I will have it all fixed up in our next update. But anyhow, we can still talk about it because we're not really retesting some of those, support levels. But yeah, if you're looking at the price of Pepe, I've been seeing some comments on Twitter specifically. The price of Pepe is done. This is it. It's not going up. Remember, we need to understand the price of Pepe, reach a new all-time high, and the market cap reach a psychological market cap of $10 billion. If you understand how trading works, if you understand psychology, these psychological levels tend to be, major resistances. Even if that was an all-time high, profit taking tends to occur. People are more confident in locking in profits around these levels. So you can really see we touched the $10 billion mark, and boom, you saw a retracement for Pepe. But if you're looking at it on the hourly time frame, we did see a very healthy correction. And as I stated in our last update, Pepe, what it's doing right now, it's exactly what you want to see Pepe do. I know once you kind of see explosive moves, you kind of get hooked, you kind of get addicted, to be quite frank with you, and you just want more and more. And this is where the greed part comes into play, right? Trust me, that's not going to happen, and that's the last thing you want to see happen. When you see moves like this, you want to see the project finding a ground for itself. And guess what Pepe is doing? Exactly that. Exactly what we have been speaking about on the channel over the course of the last few days. So I'm really liking the setup. I think if we're able to break out of the 2412 zone, we could actually go back into the price discovery mode and break out of a $10 billion market valuation. So in terms of the way Pepe is holding right now, great in my opinion. Of course, if it wasn't great, you guys know your boy Crypto ZX is not shy away from, talking bearish, even in a bull market. And, that is what, of course, a lot of people, on the channel appreciate. And that's, I like the overall feedback that I receive. And yeah, thank you to each and every one of you guys for showing tremendous amount of love. But so far, so good. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people are going to come and say Crypto ZX, well, you're not seeing Pepe up 30% right now, the likes of, XRP. But we need to understand, the Pepe has had that major move. And if you are kind of looking at the news itself and even kind of comparing some of these coins that are up quite substantially, when Pepe was moving, these coins were nowhere to be seen. So we need to kind of keep these factors in mind and kind of keep our mind, on a right track rather than unrealistic track. But yeah, like if you are honestly just once again a continuous reminder, even though I personally predict the price of Pepe is heading towards a higher price point, and I think it's going to go much higher. And of course, I'm not going to put a number to it, but what I'm trying to say is if you're looking at your portfolio right now and you're looking at the profits that you're like, I'm losing my sleep at this point because of the profits, I just can't afford to lose this money, then don't just please pause this video right now. Go on your exchange or whatever, decentralized platform if you're using, whatever the case may be, lock some profits off the table. That's simple as that. And every single time, guys, we need to remember this. When the market goes up, and then, we tend to get greedy. And then, when market goes down, I see comments coming in, I wish I locked some profits. I wish I locked some profits. And on the Crypto ZX channel, we want to be locking in profits. And, one thing I like is there's a lot of people on the channel that actually stuck with the, tip that I gave about, the importance of locking in profits. And, some amazing feedback coming in saying, you telling me to lock in profits changed my life and this and that. This just literally is the best thing that I can hear. And even if I have 10 people lock profits in and change their lives for all the profit that they have made, I'm happy, right? At the end of the day, not everyone's going to lock in profit. There's going to be that greed factor that plays out. But, let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. Pepe community, I love each and every one of you guys, and I mean it. Thank you for all your support from the bottom of my heart. Continue supporting, and you will see a continuation of these updates. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.